Today we're going to be talking about the ellipsis. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, the ellipsis is a little tricky, mysterious, and slippery. I've seen it printed in many forms, serving many purposes. And these are all official printed publications. Which are correct, if any? Some examples we see in the bottom right corner. I don't know. It seems suspicious. In this case, you see the ellipsis is used to add a pause. Another example is for quote. Bergman writes, keep searching for the best information. In that case, the ellipsis represents omitted text. And finally, maybe I should, we see the ellipsis is used to indicate that the sentence trails off. And you'll also notice the spacing. On the final example, there are no spaces in between the periods, and there are 4 dots instead of 3. Are any of these even correct? Which ones? Well, according to our handbook, A Writer's Reference, the definition is actually pretty simple. The ellipsis mark consists of 3 spaced periods. Use an ellipsis mark to indicate that you have deleted words from an otherwise word-for-word quotation. So let's try that. Look at this quote, which is completely made up for our purposes today. It's going to be a bad day. Every little thing, the cold coffee, the children arguing, the dog peeing on the floor, is ruining the morning. Can we quote this, keeping the main idea, but using fewer words? Well, of course we can. So let's remove the words we don't need, and then we'll replace them with 3 spaced periods. So we see, it's going to be a bad day. Every little thing is ruining the morning. We've maintained the meaning of the sentence, but we've saved some space for inserting this into our essay. Now there is more though. So sometimes there are 4 dots. This shows that the omitted portion leads to the end of a sentence. The 4th dot is simply a period. For example, she left her cell phone in the boardroom at work becomes she left her cell phone in the boardroom. You can see the 4 dots indicate that we came to the end of the sentence after the omitted portion, and we've maintained the meaning. Also worth talking about is spacing. So according to Grammarly, there are actually 2 conventions of thought on spacing. Official guides, such as the Chicago Manual of Style and the aforementioned A Writer's Reference, prefer all ellipses to be spaced, a space between each period. However, some publishers do prefer to print with no spaces, so you will see this in books and articles. This may be partly due to word count accuracy concerns. For academic essays, it is best to use the spacing. This kind of brings us into the creative use of the ellipsis. So also according to Grammarly, the ellipsis may be used creatively to show a pause or the trailing off of a sentence. We do see this often in creative writing. And this is an accepted use. The ellipsis can show a person's words are cut off as well, but it does have a softer effect than, say, an em dash, so use it accordingly. However, these really are creative uses and do not appear to be included in MLA or APA guides. So stick to the formal purpose. It's pure purpose of signifying omitted words for your academic writing. And that's it. Now go forth and use ellipses with confidence and certainty.